What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're checking out the two different ways you can file for an LLC in the place that I grew up in, New Jersey. The first way is going through the whole process on your own, but don't be scared. I'm here. I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step. And the second way leaves all of the hard work up to a professional business formation company to do everything for you and make your life easier and a lot less stressful. So if you want to learn more about LLCs and how to set one up in New Jersey, then sit back and hang out. You've come to the right place. But now, let's just start with the basics. So what exactly is an LLC? A limited liability company, or LLC as it's more commonly known, is a type of business structure that combines the flexibility and simplicity of a partnership with the liability protection of a corporation. So by forming an LLC, you're going to establish a separate legal entity for your business, meaning that your personal assets are separate from your company's liabilities. So in other words, if your LLC has any legal problems or even debt, your personal assets should be out of the picture. Also, LLCs give their owners flexibility in management, taxation options, and the chance to bring in multiple owners, known as members, who can share in the profits and losses. Now, all of these, of course, have made the LLC a very popular choice for entrepreneurs, new or existing ventures. Now, you can set it up two different ways. Like I mentioned before, to start off, let's go through the process on how to do it on your own. So first up, you need to choose a name for your LLC. Make sure that name is unique and hasn't already been taken or similar to another business. Checking out the business name search tool on the New Jersey Department of Treasury website, it's a good place to start to make sure the name you want is available, or just do a Google search. When it comes to naming your LLC, New Jersey actually keeps the requirements very simple. The main thing is uniqueness. Your name can't already be active in New Jersey or even be too close to another registered name. For example, let's say there's already an Indie Dog Grooming LLC with a Y. You wouldn't be able to register a name like Indie Dog Grooming LLC with an E or IE. Even though the spelling is slightly different, the names sound almost identical and the state will flag it. The other key requirement is that your chosen name must end with either Limited Liability Company or the abbreviation LLC when you officially file. So there are also a few specific words you can't really use. You can't include anything that makes it sound like you're a government agency. That means, names like FBI, Treasury, State Department, Police, or City Council. The idea behind these rules is consumer protection. The state wants to prevent any business from misleading the public. That's why you also have restricted words like insurance, attorney, bank, or credit union. If you want to use one of these, you'll need to prove that you are legally licensed to operate in that regulated industry and get official approval from the proper licensing authority first. Next step, you're going to need a registered agent. This is a person or an authorized service whose job is to be the official contact for your business, receiving all of the important legal documents and the state notices. You or another adult residing in New Jersey can be the registered agent. However, there are two big things to consider. First, you have to be available at the public address during normal business hours. If all of the members of your LLC work full-time outside of the business, fulfilling those duties in-house can get a bit tricky, making an outside service a better fit. Now, secondly, you must consider privacy. The registered agent's name and physical address are always a matter of public record. Many small business owners, especially those working from home, choose to use a professional service specifically to keep their personal address off of the state's public documents, giving them an important layer of privacy. So you should consider all of your options. Finally, we can now file the certificate of formation. This registration document is going to ask for the name you've chosen for the business, the purpose of the business, details on your registered agent, the duration of the LLC if you want one, and the business's name or main operating address. Note that state fees are due with the application, and the fee is $125. You can handle this whole process online by going to the business.newjersey.gov website. Now, beyond legally registering your business in New Jersey, you also need to register for state taxes. To do this, you need to go to the New Jersey Department of Taxation's Division of Revenue and Enterprise Service, or more commonly known as DOORS, to complete the New Jersey reg form. To go through the process, they will require some things. First, you're going to need your 10-digit state ID number, which you can get from the certificate of formation we just talked about. Next, you're going to need an EIN from the IRS, which we'll cover in a bit. You also need the NAICS code used to classify your business industry, which you can find quickly on the NAICS website. We'll also ask for the New Jersey Business Code. Now, once that's all done, you're going to get a certificate of authorization to collect sales tax and a New Jersey tax tax ID. The tax ID will be the same as your EIN with an extra 3 letters added to it. This new code, so to speak, is what you'll use to pay your taxes. Now, let's move on to the next step, creating your own operating agreement. New Jersey doesn't require LLCs to have one, but having one makes sure all of the members are on the same page. Even in a single member LLC, it's still better to have one than to not. It's often considered the blueprint for your business. It'll include the breakdown in ownership, members' rights and responsibilities, how profits and losses are divided, what happens in the event of disputes in the business, and the procedure if a member wants to leave or close the LLC altogether. Now, these documents are often called living agreements, meaning they can and should be changed at any time to show any changes in the LLC. Next, you're going to need an employer identification number or an EIN for your business. Think of this as your company's social security number. Having one is very important for several things, including opening a bank account, applying for loans, hiring employees, and paying income taxes. The good news is getting your EIN is free and can be done quickly online or by mail directly through the IRS. Finally, let's cover the taxes. When it comes to an LLC, there's a big advantage. It's what the IRS calls a pass-through entity. So it means the business itself does not pay income tax. Most people prefer this method because it helps you avoid what's called double taxation. You only pay taxes once on your personal return instead of paying them at the business level, and then again when you take the money out. All of the income and losses your LLC makes simply passes through to you, the owner. So you report and pay all of the federal, state, and local income taxes for the business directly on your own personal tax return. Now, you always have the choice to have your LLC taxed like a corporation, but most people just stick with this simple pass-through method. All right, while income taxes pass through to you, you also need to be prepared for a few others. These include self-employment taxes, payroll taxes, if you plan to hire employees, and sales taxes, which we already talked about. Now, let's get to know more about sales tax. This is collected on the sale of physical goods and some services. As of last year, the tax rate is around 6.6%. And you'll want to pay attention to the payment schedule because they require you to submit tax payments to the state on a quarterly basis. However, if you do collect more than $50,000 in sales and use tax in the prior calendar year, or if you collect more than $500 within the first or second month of any tax quarter, then you need to submit those payments monthly. Keep in mind that all submissions need to be made electronically, either online through the New Jersey tax portal or by phone. Now, besides taxes, you're also going to need to file an annual report to maintain your LLC. The document is due by the end of your LLC's anniversary month each year, and the fee is $75. The process is very easy, and you can handle the renewal online by using the New Jersey portal website. All right. It's a lot to learn, and you might feel a bit overwhelmed right now, but we're going to talk about the alternative way to set up an LLC, which is using a professional business formation service. Now, this could be a better option for some people who don't have enough time or want to make sure everything is done correctly. I ended up using ZenBusiness when I first started because I had little experience with legal stuff and was worried I would mess something up. Now, of course, there are other great options, LegalZoom, Taylor Brands, and Swift Filings. And if you're curious how they compare, I've linked my full reviews in the description below to give you a better idea. And just so you know, if you want to check out ZenBusiness right away, I've dropped an exclusive link that directs you to their updated pricing. So feel free to check it out before you sign up, just in case there's a special deal going on. All right, so if you've never heard of ZenBusiness, they've been around since 2015 and are one of the popular formation services that helps you handle the legal and compliance side of starting a business. Now, reputation-wise, they currently hold a 4.8 rating on Trustpilot with over 25,000 customer reviews, and they actually have a wide range of services that could be very helpful for those new to entrepreneurship. So it's a great place to start if you're looking for an option. Now, let's go through how you'd actually apply for an LLC using ZenBusiness. First step is to click the Start an LLC button on their website. From there, you're just going to type in the name you've picked for your LLC and select New Jersey from the drop-down menu. Next up, you're just going to answer some questions about your business, and their system will suggest any extras you might need based on your situation. Things like a registered agent, an operating agreement, or help filing for your EIN. Then you can pick any of ZenBusiness's plans that works best for you. It starts with the free starter plan, and you only need to pay the state filing fee, which makes it a budget-friendly choice for new entrepreneurs. This tier covers essential LLC filings with a 100% accuracy guarantee and includes optional first-year compliance monitoring at no extra charge. Moving up, the Pro Plan costs around $200 per year, plus your state fees. It adds special benefits like rush filing, so your application can be processed in just one business day. You're also going to get an EIN and an operating agreement included, which saves you from having to pay extra for those down the line. Finally, the premium plan is about $300 per year plus state fees. This includes everything in the Pro plan, and it's going to help you establish your brand online. You're going to get an AI website builder, a custom domain, and a business email address. These tools are all included to ensure you have a professional online presence right from day one. You'll also get access to a library of document templates, such as contracts and agreements and priority support. So whether you're just getting started and you want free help with reinsurance, or you're looking for a more streamlined way to handle the paperwork, ZenBusiness has options for any budget. And that's it for today. So you can try setting up your LLC in New Jersey yourself, but make sure you research well before you do it, or you can just let a business formation service handle the process for you and make the entire process just simple and easy. But, you do have to keep the pricing in mind. It really just depends on your situation and what works best for you. If you're short on time or just want to make sure everything's done right, ZenBusiness is a solid option. They guide you through the process, handle the filings, and even include helpful extras like compliance reminders and an operating agreement, depending on the plan that you pick. Now, if you don't mind doing a bit of research and you want to save some money, then you could just do it all yourself. The bottom line is you have options, and getting your LLC set up is not as scary or as difficult as it sounds. All right, that wraps up today's video. If it was helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. And again, if you're thinking about trying ZenBusiness out, check out the link in the description below that takes you straight to their website. We often have special deals available for the products that we cover, so feel free to take advantage of that deal. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.